The music starts now.
Oh, Jack and World Tour, Walter and Jack. Move forward, be brave, never look back. Face your fears, get your life back. Being yourself is the best life hack.
Hello, Paulette. Here we are again. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Nice of you to ask. Hair and makeup have been since you last saw me.
You look good for it too. Of course you look good for it.
Last seen on Strictly.
I
I don't think I've ever worn gold.
Yeah, I think
Never
it's
mind.
always a great day, right? So our friends have been active already this morning. So our
Yay.
friends have bought. They bought copies of the book, so that keeps me happy. It means we have a good chance of achieving our bestseller that we're here for.
Yes.
I guess I tend to find the lives are hard. They take longer to get going because obviously we have to wait for our friends to show up, and often our friends who are here don't show up in the comments straight away. So whose book was yesterday, Dr. Family Web Secret?
Professor Oksana.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to be more methodical and a bit clearer in my organizing of my information. So Christiana bought Dr. Oksana's book, so now she's in the drawer, in the right folder. That means anyone who buys a book today, I can put into Paulette's folder without worrying twice about it. Let me go and put my the event page on LinkedIn. That way.
How much was it, by the way?
Yeah. What's that? The book?
The voucher. £25?
No, £20. I think I said. It's a £20 voucher for the winner.
Not $20. Yeah. £20. $20
or £20?
No, £20.
Yeah, £20. I'll deliver it. Michelle. Okay, Michelle's here. Okay,
hey.
Nick, GPW.
Thank you for coming.
Sorry. Ignore that. So, all right. So we've got friends here. So let me show you. Let me welcome our friends. Of course, Michael. We see you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Susanna. I know you were on her show recently, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Were you talking Jack and Walker? Were you talking Jack?
We were talking about my life, and then we added Jack and Walker because that's part of after the retirement, really. Yeah. So we talked right the way through. We managed to, yeah.
So I'm lucky to have been there. I've been on Susanna's show. How are you doing, Susanna? Glad you're here.
Yeah, there's lovely Amaka.
Yes. Congratulations on publishing the book, right? Yeah, not making it a bestseller yet.
Not yet.
That'll take us to tomorrow morning before we get there. Welcome. So Nicole, is an amazing publisher of several books.
And she's already got the other two. She's got the first two.
So you are in Nicole's book, right?
I'm in Nicole's book. Okay. 2 books. I'm in
which one are you in?
The second of the 3 of the trilogy, and I'm in the Legacy.
Excellent. That's superb. That's
but in turn, Nick has bought both of these books for her nephews, and she's going to read them over Christmas.
Superb. Oh, Roxana, the UK bestseller. There you go. So that's 3 countries. Sorry, Paulette. I get distracted.
No. I knew we'd done it because we've got. I think there was about 15 of my friends bought it. So
yeah, then also one is there's number 2 and number 5. Damn. No, it's too late because it had to be bought before 9 o'clock this morning. That's when our campaign shut. Australia is good. Okay, that's
but
good.
UK should be okay, right?
Yeah. No, I'll take that. So now she got 10 awards, and she's got literally bestsellers in 3 countries and 2 hot new releases. She'll be happy with that. Anyway, now over to you. Let me close that because Amaka asked for the link to buy the book. Right, my friends, the link to buy the book is in the comments. There's a big link there that says Amazon One link. Please click the comment section of this event page and follow the link. I can share the link with you if you're really struggling, because, right? Why not? Okay, Dr. Amaka, I'm going to say that I imagine you want the US link, so I'll send you the Amazon.com link. See what the link I put there, what it does, it gives you the option to choose your Amazon store. So I'm going to send you the link now. And, you know, I guess before we start, Paulette, I must say thank you to all our friends who do buy our books. You know, it really, you know, it's a joy. You know, Dr. Amaka is one of our best book buyers by a long way. She's on everyone's prize list. You know, that's remarkable, Dr. Amaka. We truly appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Indeed, thank you. You know, Dr. Roxana buys books as well. You know, a lot of people support our books, so yeah, I don't want to pick on anyone in particular.
Well, my poor husband has got a box full.
my wife was just complaining at me that I buy all these books. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. What it means to be family.
It's my job, my dear.
Yeah, it means to be family. What can I say? You know, it's what it is. You know, and I guess it makes my friends superstars. Natalie Cyrus, where's event link, or do you want to buy link? Okay, someone else has bought the book that I'm looking at. Natalie's bought the book. Superb. That cheers me up, and I like being cheered up. And she wants the event link. Which event link do you want, Natalie? YouTube. Oh, I have no idea. Okay, I do have an idea. Paulette, don't sit there. You have to talk to our friends.
Well, you're the one that's gabbing. I don't want to interrupt you. You're leading the show.
You're the star, so I'll keep quiet and let you. Okay. I'm going to minimize myself.
Don't make me. Don't do it to me. So I am so grateful for all the support we always get in these amazing rooms. It's going to be different. Obviously, it's not an audio room, so we're live. So please, no swearing. But no, seriously, it's really exciting. And yes, I've got hair and makeup. I did it myself. No one came, honest. But the point is, we are suddenly exposed, and you feel it. And I know that's why there's been this reluctance to come to these lives. But I think once we get the hang of it and we stop fearing, having those fears, actually, it's great fun. Because you get to see people. People actually have mouths. What? We talk, you see.
Arms and legs, our faces.
I'm not getting my arms and legs out. I didn't say that. I didn't promise that. I just promised from the neck up.
They can see you got arms and legs. That's a good thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we're not getting anything else out in public. But the point is, we are human, and we aren't just a little circle with a face in it. And I think that I certainly, from the Mental Wellness Cafe, sometimes I used to feel myself with the arrow walking around the room, you know, talking to people, because I felt that I needed to connect with them somehow. So this is going to be lovely in the new year to actually be talking to people. So I think that's going to make a big difference. So for me, I think this StreamYard is a great option. Obviously, we'll see how it goes and how everyone enjoys it. But it's important that people give it a chance. You know, if we don't give it a chance, we'll never know. So, you know, and I'm really glad that people aren't doing a mass movement to, you know, escape from LinkedIn, because I think the community is great, you know.
Can't escape from LinkedIn, Paulette, because only LinkedIn has the numbers of people that everyone wants. GoBrunch hasn't got anyone there. You know, you have to take your friends from LinkedIn to there, otherwise GoBrunch doesn't work. Nothing works. Zoom doesn't work with that. Only LinkedIn has the people. Now, if you don't want to be on LinkedIn, good luck with that.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle, everyone was laughing about me peeking behind the Christmas tree, trying to hide, but didn't do a very good job, did I? And then this morning, I thought it'd be really funny because on Strictly Come Dancing, they always do the girls in their dressing gowns, and then ta-da, all in their gold. They turn up with hair and makeup. So I thought, I can do that. What they can do, I can do. So hence the joke, the hair and makeup joke. But yeah, no, it really is important to be human. And I think what we are and who we are shows, it's Melissa. Hi. It's really important for everyone to see that we are who we say we are, you know.
Dr. Amaka has bought her copy as well.
Thank you, Dr. Amaka.
So Natalie, Dr. Amaka, I think David first has bought his. My wife has bought hers. No, we're doing well. We're doing well. Now, this is how you build the numbers, right?
Yeah,
for
sure.
Still very early nowadays.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in the office buying it. There's Charles and Ben, all the family, all the friends, husbands who've got email addresses all got given to me, even if they don't know why. But they'll all be getting dodgy messages from you today.
It's not dodgy messages. It's buy the book. Just buy the book. That's what you have to do.
Like, what the heck's this all about? But yeah, no. And Charlotte's very big on Facebook. So she's doing all the Facebook stuff, and she's also on Instagram. So she's pushing it out on there as well. So, you know, hopefully we will get some good numbers.
I think Michael's bought the book as well.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, everyone. I say, look, every purchase counts. You know, Paulette doesn't think about it, worry about these things. I do. I'm the marketer, so I tend to have to be very concerned that every sale counts towards our bestseller. The sooner we can get there, the sooner I can relax.
Relax. I know you're going to say that. Yeah. Well, listen, it's about the journey as much as it's about the end result.
No, Paulette, it's about the results. The results have to be.
Yes, but for me, it's about these books get to children. That's all I really care about. I like the badge. I'd love the badge. The badge would be great, and I would want to have the badge, of course, hence wearing gold. But and this is for luck. But the point I'm saying is, as long as the books get into the children's hands, then I've done my job. And that's really how I see it.
Agree.
And you know, that's because ultimately that's what the author wants. The author wants the children to read the books. And yes, badges help sell books. And you know, that will be the long-term gain if we can get some sort of big numbers. But you know, even if we don't in the short term, that the most important thing is gradually we'll build it over the day, into this evening, into America. Carrie's there. Oh, why do airplanes always feel tired? They're always jet lagged. every day. Every day.
How it comes up with them, I really don't know.
I don't know.
Carrie.
He's either got the best book of jokes, or he literally makes them up himself every day. I don't know how he does it, but amazing. So we have someone called LinkedIn user. I don't know who that is.
LinkedIn user. So help us. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Another one. Hello, Paulette. If I looked on LinkedIn, I could work out who LinkedIn user is.
Oh, okay.
All right, LinkedIn user.
Well, hello. Tell me who you are, please. But hello.
So
lovely to see you.
Oh, there's loads of people here, Paulette. Loads of people.
Yay!
Yeah. It's thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Now, you always wonder who's going to be here on the day. I'm trying to see. So Sharon, Toulouse here. Of course, Lisa, the legend's here. Lisa, our menopause specialist. So Carrie, Natalie. So there's many more people than I can count. So 24 people here and more. So it's all good. No, thank you so much for joining us. I say, of course, LinkedIn user, if you put your name up, then we can definitely welcome you properly.
Love that.
Yes. course, part of our work is supporting Martha's charity in the US, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every book that's sold in the United States, all the money goes to Connect Impact Hub. It's not a lot of money, I will warn you. It's
No.
46p, I think it is, on a download, and £1.47 on a print, because they're coloured. But you know what? Their books are so colourful. They don't give you a huge amount of discount. But the most important thing is the money goes to good causes, right? And in the UK, we buy more books to give to charity. And in the US rather, we give the money to Connect Impact Hub to help with the homeless and the communities that are needing their help. Whether it's a bottle of water, whether it's a bag at the end of the month with goodies in it, whatever.
Toulouse bought her copy as well.
Well done, Toulouse. Thank you.
You're all gonna be in the prize draw. Or Tracy's bought hers as well.
Thank you, Laura.
All right. Thank you so much. Tracy, you must learn to send us proof of purchase. I can't add you to the prize draw because I don't want to be accused of cheating. So
I've got a £20 Amazon voucher coming somebody's way, which works out at about £26 or £25
$26.
$26 US.
Yeah, and it's a voucher of your choice. Amazon if you want. Otherwise, if you want another retailer.
I haven't bought it. They can have
you bought it? You bought it already?
No.
They can choose, right?
They can have cash if they want it.
Yeah.
But
no,
they
they
can
can't
send
have
them Amazon voucher. Can they not? Okay.
No.
So it's either an Amazon voucher or it's whatever voucher you want.
Yes, because it's easier to deliver. And if we start saying cash, then we're paying the transfer fee and all that.
Oh, the charges and all that malarkey. Yeah. Sorry, it's voucher.
Michael wants a link to the event. Michael, there you go. Yeah. See, all I do is I wait for that first moment when we have the first number one and the first confirmed, Amazon bestseller. Well, thank you, Tolu. We appreciate you.
The US hopefully should be soon.
Oh, Joni sent her a confirmation as well. Go on, Joni.
Yeah, get in there, Joni. Thank you, darling.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you all. We really do. Now, seriously, every purchase matters to me. Paulette's relaxed about the whole thing because she's got me doing what I do. And I stress all day until I get that. When I see one number one, I breathe. When I see an international number one,
I've made my effort. I have a gold lame Strictly Come Dancing outfit on because it was the championship at the weekend on Saturday, and the winner that I wanted won. And then on Sunday we went to see Anton de Beck, who's one of the judges in a Christmas show, singing White Christmas and all the rest of it. And I came back and made a fool of myself and started singing. I know, Annie.
You didn't make a fool of yourself. You made us laugh, and that's always a good thing, right?
Poor Lisa must have wondered what happened. Paulette never sings. What's got into Paulette? I know what it is. Mulled wine.
Yeah.
The happy juice.
Yeah.
I'd had too much happy juice. I was like, come on, let's have a sing. I was like, no. Oh dear, that was funny.
It was funny. Yeah, you can. No, I won't say you can sing. I'll leave that alone.
I can sing, not well, but I can sing. But Ben can really sing. So he drowns me out, so it's fine. It didn't. The White Christmas was fine because Ben just sung right over me. I might as well not have been there. But when I did Santa Baby, I think the whole place ran with their burning ears.
Your friends are still here, and they're here today. So you couldn't have done too badly, unless they're mostly asleep. Half our friends, right? I was there.
I should have been asleep. That would have saved a lot of problems and embarrassment. It reminds me of when I was younger. I was a rubbish drunk. I really was. And I'd go out with my friends and then I'd fall asleep somewhere. And they would tell me all the things, the antics that I'd got up to. I was dancing on the tables, or, you know, on the bar, or, you know, whatever I was doing. And then I go through this sort of stages of I'm really happy, then I'm super happy, then I love you so much, I love everybody, I walk around telling everybody I love them, complete strangers, and then I fall asleep.
Yes.
And then it's like donk. It's like
That's the way to go, surely. I love the sleeping parts when you get drunk.
donk.
Not you. So when I get drunk, I
Oh
love
yeah,
doing
no, it's
that sleep
great.
part.
It's because
That's
it's
what,
such a
yeah.
big sleep, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're
No,
trying to find you, and your sort of your head's behind the
Mhm.
curtains. No one knows where you are because
Who's
you've just
Laura?
fallen
Who's
asleep.
Laura?
Laura Charge. I think I met Laura in I think one of Leslie's rooms.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
everyone. Thank you for being here. So, Laura, thank you. Welcome, bunch of
And
Paulette.
Sharon, hello.
Sharon, welcome.
Oh, Adrian, thank you.
Welcome. So, Marsha says, nice to see us both. Have we seen Sharon? We've seen Sharon, haven't we?
We just saw Sharon popped up. Yep. There's
Natalie.
Nat.
Yeah.
Hi.
You know.
LinkedIn goblins are messing about with Natalie.
You see, so Joni, this is why we
Joni.
love you, Joni. Now, Joni's words are important because it's not just about New School Niggles, is it, Paulette? It's about the
No.
3 books. You know, so now we've got 3 books. We can sell them as a book series, as a set, and that's what. Now, of course, we want you to buy the blue book today, the ebook of the New School Niggles. But from there on, we'd love you to buy the set for the child you know. Anyway, so tell us about the books, Paulette. Now let's do some book talk.
Okay, I'd love to. Thank you very much. So we start off. The first book is Jack and Water in the Bantlers Breakfast Mystery, and it says "What no banter," and the reason "What no banter" is because really, what is banter? Banter is fun. It's joyous. It's taking the mickey out of each other, and and if you can imagine a kitchen that's always full of joy and love, and radios on, and the GP, the crazy grandma's sort of dancing around, usually juggling eggs or toast or something, and dancing to the music, and the life and soul. And then one particular day, Jack comes downstairs and she's sitting like this, and there's a cup of tea in front of her. Now that's what she calls her life's blood, and it's just sitting there cold. And Jack's like, there's no music playing, there's smelly burnt toast coming out the toaster, Dad's got the apron on, which means chaos anyway, and it's like bedlam. And it's normally when they're late and they've missed the bus, and Mum goes nuts. But this particular day, they get in the car, and instead of Mum going nuts at them, Jack says, "What's wrong with GP?" Like, he's really seriously worried about her. She didn't speak to anyone. She just sat there with her head bowed and stirring a tea. And Mum says, her name's Janice, the mum. She says, I'm not mad at you all. It's been a crazy kind of morning. We're all at 6s and 7s. That's the sort of sayings they use. And she says, but there's a reason. And it's because it's the anniversary of the day that Grandad Star went to heaven. Well, Jack's only ever known Grandad Star as Grandad Star. So on his, when he had to do the whole family tree, there was GP, and next to GP, there was a star, and it was marked as Grandad Star. So Grandad Star's the brightest star in the sky. That's all he knew. That's all he's ever known. So he's like, well, why have I never noticed this before? And his mum explains that you're now 7, and maybe it's the first time you've noticed. And that's a really interesting thing, that children are so into their own thing, running around, getting their school bag, getting their shoes on, They probably didn't notice any other year, but this year is the year that he notices. And then the story progresses, and it goes on quite a roller coaster of emotions. And Jack thinks, I need to talk to water. I need to run this through water. I need to sit down and work out what to do to cheer her up. And the thing is, you don't just cheer somebody up who's grieving. You can't just go, oh, let's have a party, which was Jack's first idea. And water's the sort of sensible one that says, probably not the best idea. And so the story progresses until they come up with a plan. But Jack suddenly realizes what grief is, because he's never understood what grief is. But then he's understood that his granddad loved fishing. His granddad loved to play golf. His granddad was the most amazing person at DIY, building things and all this amazing stuff. And his dad is hopeless. His dad is absolutely useless. So he didn't get that from his dad, obviously. So he's thinking to himself, I've missed out on my granddad taking me fishing. I've missed out on my granddad teaching me to play golf. So suddenly there's all this I've missed. So that's the grief that Jack has. Suddenly he's grieving all the things he would have done with his granddad. And that is such an important part of the story, because it's that ride of going up and down, which is what grief is all about. And so for me, the key for all of this is to be honest. Somebody once said to me, what made you choose real people? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they said, well, what made you choose real people and not, beavers or seals or sea lions or whatever? And I was like, because I wanted it to be real. And the last picture of the book, I'm just going to show it here, because I think it's really interesting. Grandma hasn't quite got the hand of the selfie. She calls it a snappy. And it doesn't matter how many times they tell her, she still calls it a snappy. But the thing is, Grandad Star's favourite meal is fish and chips. And so they celebrate with fish and chips. And they don't eat the green and mushy peas that are on the table, that are on the table just in the picture. I'm going across there. There's the mushy peas. Evil green mushy peas. But they have them on the table to celebrate Grandad Star. And they all say cheers with a chip. And I think that the reason that I wanted it to end with them all celebrating was for GP to have gone the full circle. She's been really sad, really miserable. Jack and her sit and have a chat for a long time on the bench. And then when they come from that conversation, she sort of says, right, come on, let's go on in and make a fresh cup of tea and, whatever. And then Mum comes home, and then Jack goes upstairs to his homework. When he comes downstairs, it's like a party. The radio's on and the table's laid and there's all stuff going on. And he's like, where's Mum? Where's GP? And in they walk with these great big bags of fish and chips. And Jack looks at GP and she grins. And it says, it's okay. It's okay. We've got through the day and we've come out the other side. So the thing for me about grief is teaching children that you are allowed to laugh. You are allowed to smile. You are allowed to find things funny. People think that when you're grieving that you must never laugh again. You must never smile again. Nothing you see will be amusing. And that's not true, because you're still the same person you were. You just hurt. So when you walk through grief with a child, you see it through their eyes, and their eyes are so clear and open, and they're like, but why can't we smile? Why can't we be happy again? And GP's like, you're right, Jack, come on, let's go on in, let's go and put the radio on, let's go and and then the next thing you know is they're having fish and chips. So it's a real roller coaster ride of emotions. Sometimes you feel like it's a bit sad, and there are other times it's really funny. So I think it's really important that when we're talking to children about grief, they are willing to go on that ride with you. And I just want to read a very small, funny bit to you that always tickles me. And it tickles me because I guess when you write something and then you see it drawn, and Charlotte does all the illustrations, and I had this vision of a stick insect, and what does a stick insect look like? And we gave the stick insect a name, and his name is called Harold, because that's the name of the stick insect at the school. And so when they talk about like dying and death, the only thing that Jack has ever come across before that has died is when they looked after the school stick insect. And they brought the stick insect home. And one day he was a stick insect. And the next day he was a stick. And he was mortified that he was going to have to go back into school and tell them that we'd killed the stick insect. He'd killed the stick insect. Now, this is actually Ben's story. We had the school stick insects. I ordered more. By the time the new ones came, guess what? The other one was up and walking. He was literally having a rest. Meet Harold the stick insect. Can you see him? That's Harold. And the thing about it is, children will laugh because it says, the only thing I ever had to care for, apart from giving Boris the odd carrot, Boris was the bunny rabbit, was the class stick insect. In the summer holidays in year 2, it didn't go well. One day he was Harold the stick insect. The next day he was just a stick. I'm trying to work out how I felt about what happened to Harold. When Ollie Perkins, who's 11 and sits on the row in front, turns round and is dangling over the seat back, he is so close I can count his eyebrow hairs and smell sweets on his breath. Want a Percy Piggy asks. No thanks, I say. I'm not feeling hungry today. Suit yourself, he says, and turns to face the other way. Rats, I think. Maybe I should have taken one and put it in my pocket for later. So that's an example of how we try to keep it light and light-hearted.
Beautiful. Look, let's welcome some more of our friends. I'll play a video about today's book. Of course, like I was saying, that you can buy the series from out now, the 3 books as a gift set for someone, for the child in your life, the child that you know, the child that one of your friends has or one of your family has, right? Paulette, so Lisa, Dr. Lisa's here. She was screaming at me calling Dr. Lisa. I'm glad you're here. Tolu says hi. Tolu's bought her book already.
Hello,
Well done,
thank you.
Tolu.
Thank you very much indeed.
We talked about Carrie already. Who's KD Bangura? Do you know who KD is?
So many people I've got to know recently.
Seriously, no, I'm so glad you're all here. William, welcome. Good afternoon. I just sent you an invite. I didn't know you were here, but I'm glad you're here. So
hi, William.
Your report is 3/4 done, William. The tab's still opening on my screen. Congratulations, William. And thank you for always supporting us. I say William's book, No Human is Useless. And I've realized now many of our friends bought your book, William. That's a good thing, right? So I'm glad you're here.
I have it.
Celeste is here as well. So of course, no, Paulette, you and me buy every book.
We do.
We buy all the. I bought 2 of Nick's books because now my friend's in 2 of them. So I'm sure my friend's in 3 of them, but no one's called me to buy the 3rd one yet. I bought Lonnie's books and CJ's books. Every book going, you and I buy, Paulette. So we're the good ones. You are amazing. You look lovely. I didn't say.
I think she's referring to you.
No, it's not to you. No, but all about you. She never talked about me and how I look. No one does that.
Oh, Annie, you look lovely. Did you have hair and makeup this morning as
Calm
well?
down, woman. Calm down. Calm down. Stop it. You know that just makes me feel
Make
embarrassed.
you blush.
Yes.
I'm going to make you blush.
Uh, who's got no arms and legs? Adrian, well, we mentioned you earlier. Welcome, glad you're here. Who's got no arms and legs? Me. I have no arms. If I take away my background, I
Yeah,
have arms
it's
and legs.
because
It'd be
it is quite funny actually. On that
Look,
arm, it's
they're
like
there.
it's
They're
an empty
there.
sleeve.
My
It's just
little
an
arms.
empty sleeve.
It's not my fault, Marketing. No, you do many things in marketing, right? DM the link for the new book. You bought it already, said Joni. So no problem sending you a link now, right?
She could
Sharon
send it
Rose
to
we
other people.
mentioned. Who haven't we seen yet?
Joni might want to send it to other people though.
Okay, I'll send you a link. Ollie, welcome. Glad you're here.
Oh, Ollie, hi.
No, Ollie, we can't do audio rooms anymore. But you know that, so we can't do audio rooms unless you booked the events in advance, which I refuse to do because I'm one to try new things
Well,
very
this
quickly.
was originally an audio room.
Yes.
But we converted it, didn't we?
Yeah. So literally, as soon as I knew that we had to book in advance to keep the old ways, I was like, no, I want to see the new ways. So here we are. Of course, now I think that's maybe it's a good time to say to you, if you want to come on stage, you're going to come and talk to Paulette.
Oh, please do.
You really can. I'm going to share the link, the StreamYard link. The StreamYard link, I'm sure
Marco,
it's not
hi.
on the page. So copy the link from the comments, and you can come on stage and share whatever you want to share with Paulette. So I just posted the link. So copy the link on our comment stream here, and then come on stage and talk with Paulette. That's what I'll say, guys. I can't say that enough, right? And so we'd love to hear from you. And my thing is to turn this thing into like audio. Come on stage, turn your camera on or off. We don't mind, as long as we can hear you. And that's how these things have to work. It's more engaging, more interactive.
Yeah, on the first one, I did that thing where I was going with Dr. Islam. I was playing a game called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And Dr. Islam was playing it. So we were deciding whether we were going to be on camera or not. So we kept switching it on and off. So it made people feel really comfortable about coming up on stage if they didn't want to be seen. If they hadn't had hair and makeup done, like unlike Annie and I, who have both had them in this morning, they came in and they curled my hair and they sorted out Annie's hair.
Yeah.
And yes, they gave. Have you got rouge on? Have you got any rouge?
That's me. They haven't quite done smell of it. Scratch and sniff yet, have they?
Oh, thank God, anyway. I don't mind. I smell nice today. I would be quite happy. Miss Dior today, darling. Miss Dior. So, because it's a special occasion, and I feel like I'm on a Strictly show in me gold top. But no,
your Anton de Beck thing.
After me Anton de Beck thing, he did wave, but I don't think it was at me. Grandma Grandma thought he was waving at her, but I have a feeling it was probably somebody in the front row. But there you are. We can all but laugh. But it was great fun, and it's what Christmas is all about, isn't it? It's more about experiences now. When we get older, how much chocolate can you eat?
Yeah.
So you don't.
I try and win that game more than everyone else. What I say, more than everyone else. I will do my best to outdo everyone at eating and drinking. I mean, that's that allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. My best friend Kim, her husband Stuart, he actually has a pen and he marks the bar where he's finished eating it. So if anybody in the family goes anywhere near his chocolate, he'll know. And Charles used to say, well, I did that with wine once, but never with chocolate. He might have marked the bar. He might have marked the bottle of the port, but he never wrote on the chocolate, "This is mine, hands off," and put a line saying he knew where the chocolate.
What a silly man!
Never done that. No,
I would. Because I don't want to eat. So no, my thing is mince pies, Paulette. Oh,
mince pie.
Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm so
What's
pleased.
that?
I'm not
Tell
telling you.
me. No, tell me.
I refuse.
Oh,
I'm going to play one of our videos, Paulette. No, hold on.
okay.
Let's do some more welcome. Marco, welcome. Glad you're here. Carol, thank you for being here. Of course, thank you for being. We're waiting for your video, Carol. So waiting for your video. So you're gonna make a video about
He's working on
Niggles,
it,
right? So I'm glad you're here. Of course, Wendy, we'll see
Wendy.
you. The Chris, thank you so much.
Chris, thank you so much for coming.
Of course, we have the legend Joshua as well.
Mwah.
Thank you,
my little brother.
If you haven't bought the book yet, please go and buy the book. Now, the link is in the comment. Mark, great to see you. I don't think we've met before. I'll go through the comments afterwards and connect with people I'm not connected with. I'll follow you. Hopefully you follow back. Who else am I looking at? Linda. Welcome, Linda. Linda, we need you, Linda. Canada.
Come on, Canada.
Please buy the book. The link is in the book. It's in the comments page for the event. If you're in Canada, especially, UK, we have sorted-ish. We have friends here who buy the book. US, we need some more buyers always. Who's this saying I need a book link? Chris, I'll send you the book link now. Have I opened a new tab? I have. So give me 1 second, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm sure Chris wants a US link, so I'll send you the US link. I tend to send someone's in the studio. I tend to send
who's in the studio,
the one link, so that way you can buy the book at you can choose your local Amazon store. But Chris, I'll send you the US link now. Who's in the studio? You can't use it then, Paulette.
No.
Okay, it's a secret. I have no idea. Should we bring them up to speak?
I can't. Yeah,
let's bring them up to speak. It's fine. There you go. There's your special
guest. Coach K. Hello, gorgeous. Mwah. Look at me. I've had hair and makeup done.
You look amazing. You look absolutely amazing. I couldn't figure this out through LinkedIn on my computer. So just like when I did my live the other day, I'm watching on my phone and I'm only on StreamYard. So I can get this to work on StreamYard. But LinkedIn does not agree with me or like me or one of the two. I cannot see this on LinkedIn platform.
You just have to learn how to connect the event page on LinkedIn to this.
No, so it's giving me an error. And so I'm just wondering how many other people's systems may not have agreed with it. So if I try to watch the live on the phone or on the tablet, it works. I have a Microsoft computer and it works. Like the lives for some people show and some don't. And I had other people saying they had this issue Sunday. And so make sure you guys download and upload it to YouTube so people can go back, and watch it, because this has been really cool. Like, I'm in between classes. And so you got to read to my kids, Paulette. I think to hear this in your voice and stick it on YouTube would be so great. Like, you can do it live on LinkedIn, but then upload it there where people can go back and rewatch. And after time, it will monetize for you.
Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, we are actually going to be speaking a bit about New School Niggles. So I think anybody who has started a new job knows what it feels like. It's frightening, right? It's scary, new people around. It's hard. Do you need to go? Are you okay?
No, I was just putting it on the computer.
Oh, okay.
I don't have another class for 45 minutes.
Okay. So I was saying that if you imagine starting a new job, everybody is anxious. The morning you're going to start your new job, whether it's a commute and it's on the train or whether it's in the car, your stomach's turning over, you're feeling a bit icky. Will you find someone you get on with? Will you make friends? That kind of thing. Oh, Tracy's bought a copy, Annie. Take a note. Stick her in the drawer, please. Thank you, Tracy.
Send me confirmation, please. Thank you so much. I sent Chris the link as well. So
thank you, Chris.
Send a confirmation when you buy the book, please. So Leslie's here as well. There you go.
Hello, what are you doing there? I didn't know you were coming. Special guest. This is my special guest, Leslie Flowers, me, Coach K. How exciting. You've had your hair and makeup done too. Can you talk or not?
Yeah, I'm in a restaurant right now on holiday in Arada. I'm in Arada, so
You're in Narada.
yes, but I'm in holiday this week. I hope you'll join us for Christmas. It's a little noisy in the restaurant right now. I wanted to wish you all good fortune with your third book, Paulette.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. The difference that you're making in the world, and thank you also, Annie, um, for supporting Paulette and myself too. It's very exciting, and I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Go back to your restaurant
Thank
and
you.
get into trouble.
Buy your copy
Thank
though.
you.
Buy your
Oh
copy.
yeah, you have to buy a copy or you'll nag you
There's
to death.
information. Yes.
Can you get the transactions in Arada? Did your card work in Arada?
Well, we take PayPal. We take PayPal.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just buy it anyhow. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Any which way, just send a confirmation, please. Enjoy, Dr. Leslie. Enjoy.
Thank you. Enjoy your lunch.
us.
Take
Thank you
care.
so
Bye
much.
bye. Bye. Thank you. I
Coach
didn't
K,
expect-
you got two screens. I don't know what happened to you. There were two of you.
There were
But
two.
there's
We
only
had
one of
two.
you now.
No,
You know, it's
I'm
cool.
not sure. I'm trying to stream to my other platform, so to expand the exposure for you guys. So I'm linking it to my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to. Okay, I'm not gonna say not good enough. I don't even like the way that sound.
Don't mind that, no.
I'm still learning how to stream to Instagram, but I am attempting to try to get you all over to my Facebook because I have a decent amount of people that may be able to listen in and may buy it. So
Like, it all helps. What does
Yeah,
Leslie still
please.
here? Let me
Oh,
see what that's
someone
still
else is coming.
No, Dr. Leslie is still in the studio.
Oh, is she?
Okay, I can remove her.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Look, Coach K, basically, when you have downtime, click on the duck on the top left, and destinations will come up. If you go to the home screen now on a different tab, then home screen, then you see the home screen. That's where you connect all your channels to destination.
yeah,
And
I got it. I got it for LinkedIn. I think because I'm on the school's network, I can't go into certain social sites, and so I'm getting blocked. But it does. But if you guys have something you're launching like this in the future, and I'm at home, I don't mind to share my platforms to try to. I want to try to get more people that's not on LinkedIn to see what the people on LinkedIn are doing, because I feel like that's like the client, that's the audience.
It makes sense. Of course, Joni, welcome. Let me play a video. I got several videos to play. I'll never get to play them all otherwise. And then I'll let you lot carry on talking. All right.
Gotta stop worrying about worrying. We will keep turning. Doesn't matter what I do. Trying to be open and keep my head up to words not spoken. Makes all the difference to me and you. Me and you. This time I will go wherever you go. I will stop being no show. I know, never stop believing in you.
One. I laugh that. I can't help but grin. So, okay. Somebody wanted to pop in. Somebody called LinkedIn user. Do you know who that is, any? Muted?
Put your name. Is it Annie? Put your name. I know to DM you. Joni, talk to us. You're on stage, right?
Yeah.
Welcome, Joni.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, gosh, I just love your books. It just, it kind of like, it accumulates a lot of your personality, and in a really lovely way, because it's just who you are, and it's wonderful. And I really commend you for continuing to go through this series because, gosh, most of us have kids, or all of us have been kids. And I think that I'm just proud of you. So sorry, I was going to go this.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
I
Thank
seem to
you
have
so
lost my screen.
You've lost your screen. That's not good,
Yes,
but that's
that's
all right.
not good.
I thank
Must
you,
be
Joni.
here.
Thank you so much.
And so I think, yeah, it's a wonderful thing to
Ben,
kind of,
quick,
Ignore
super
her.
quick.
yo, you want to talk?
Ben's the
I've
IT
lost
guy.
my
Ben's the
screen.
IT guy.
I've lost
He's
my
lost the
screen.
Panic. Plug it in quick.
Right, Jamie phoned.
Well, we
So
can
I'm
see
supposed
you
to be on
though.
Do Not Disturb. It just came up on there.
We can see you. It's all right.
Where did it go?
We can see and hear you. It's fine. Can you see us?
We can't have that.
Abject panic.
So my
Joni.
brother phoned to tell me he's bought the book. It's like,
excellent.
Don't phone me
Confirmation.
in the middle of the show.
Annie, I've just sent you the link. Please feel free to come on stage. We'd love to hear from you.
Did some WhatsApp on here.
Don't have 3 different conversations, Paulette. One
I
conversation.
don't know what's going on. It's chaos here. Chaos.
No, just
anyway,
talk to us.
it's fine.
Paulette,
I'll just talk to you. Yes,
right, what's your question, Joni?
What was the easiest book for you to write, and did you find different challenges of writing kind of various different books?
That's a really good question. I think probably the easiest book to write was this one because it was Ben's story. Granddad Star was Granddad Star. We've bought a star called Granddad Star. And it was really about how Ben dealt with grief. When he found out there was photographs of Jack, this one here, my nephew, who's 28 in a couple of days' time, when he saw the pictures of him fishing with Granddad, and he saw him at the pitch and putt and all that kind of stuff. And then suddenly he was like, I never got to do those things. I never got to go swimming. I never got to go fishing. So for me, I guess that was grief from a child. It was all the I didn'ts, all the I couldn'ts that I'd never even thought about. As an adult, we just miss the person. But as a child, it's he got all the good stuff and I just got a star, And I had to say, but you got the magic that comes from the star. So he'd be like, oh yeah, I got the magic. So I had to make it so that the magic was as important as doing stuff. So for me, that was kind of probably the easiest book to write, because it literally was Ben's story. Anything to do with anxiety in children, it just, seeing children panic, seeing children being feared, seeing children worry, it's a horrible feeling. And I absolutely hate that no one does anything about it, because there isn't the money, there isn't the resources, whatever. And the answer is, we have to make the resources, we have to find the time to help children, because otherwise what I found is that a worry, it's a little bit like, if you imagine a little tiny bit of bubble gum stuck on a wall. That's one child worry. And then everybody in the school stuck a bit of bubble gum on the wall. That's what happens in the mind with worries. They get bigger and bigger, they exacerbate, they grow out of all proportion and out of all reality. What is a small problem becomes a huge problem. And so for me, it's about making sure that those children, those little tiny bits of bubblegum, are dealt with at that point. Because if they're dealt with at that point, there's no need for them to become more and more anxious. And so that's really where I believe you can work with anxieties and stop them being just mounting out of all proportion. And that is what happens. They just grow and grow and grow, and they take on, their own meaning, and it can be nothing to do with the original problem. You just start to create more and more reasons for a problem, and before you know where you are, the actual problem that you started with, you've moved a million places away from. So it is super important for me that the children know that we see them, we hear them, we want to help them, and that we're there when they need us. And it's not about we'll be there when and if. It's that we're always there. And so that's why you can do that with a book. A book can make a child feel like, just sneaking that in their school book, in their school bag, can make them feel like, I'm okay, I've got this. And the water card that's in every book, which is a great leveler, because you can download it straight off the website, or you can get it out of the book. But every child, one teacher, one headmaster wrote to me and told me that he'd printed over 300 of them, and he had teachers standing at all 4 points of the hall, and they ran my video that's on YouTube, and it talks about, the game Jenga, and I talk about the mind being like a game of Jenga. And so if you imagine 1 brick, and then 2 bricks, and then 3 bricks, and 4, and I build this tower, and I say to them, if we deal with it when it's just 1 brick, 2 bricks, that's manageable, we can cope with it. But as the bricks start to climb, it's ever so easy for the whole thing to just fall over. And so they played the video all about Mrs. Worry and her bricks. And I put all the bricks in the back of a rucksack, and I make a child walk with them. And they're like, oh, it's so heavy. And you're like, well, that's what worries feel like. They feel like you're being weighed down by a load of bricks. And so if we start taking them out, and then this lad's got just 1 brick in there, now he can run around the whole of the sports hall. But he couldn't even barely move with all the I filled it. There's, probably every Jenga we had, but they're big pieces of wood, it's garden Jenga. And the teacher the headmaster gave every child the very next lesson for them to colour their waters in. So their cards would be unique to them. and write their name on them. And so every single child had a water, and there were some that were in Barbie pink and that some were in football colours. And water doesn't mind whether it's male or female. Water doesn't mind whether it's wearing a dress or whether it's wearing football kit. Water's just water. He doesn't care. And neither should anyone else, because water's there just to help. And this headmaster got it so, he really understood where I was going with this. And so he took it on board. And the message he sent was just phenomenal. And I've got it on it's on the website. But it really is one of those messages that says, you've made a difference. And my school are grateful to you. And the thing is, another thing, people have said about getting a plushie made. Why don't you get a plushie? You could sell them for 20 or 30 or 40 pounds or $40 or whatever. But then not every child could have a plushie, but every child can have a water card. And isn't that a great leveler? Isn't that wonderful that everybody can be the same? All being different, all being Barbie or football kits or whatever it is, or a dress or whatever it is. But it's just a card. It's a piece of paper. And you know what? If they get lost, they can print another one, and I think that is part of the way I feel, is it's really important for children not to feel that somebody's got something and somebody hasn't. I want everybody to have that strength that they can deal with those problems as they come. And that's really what the stories are about.
Hold on, Joshua. Of course, we can see you and we can hear you. We can see you the comments. You want to come on stage, my friend?
Please come up, Josh.
Friends not even on LinkedIn, we purchased the books today as well. Please, we need everyone to buy the books. We've got a hot new release in Australia.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
we need more we need bestsellers. Coach K, I'm thinking you've changed it, but you've changed a lot. Are you eating? that's the best way I can put it. You know what I'm saying, right?
You said I lost weight.
Yeah, I tell you.
He's saying you have.
So, some days yes, some days no, but I'm grateful for the outcome. I'm not mad at this at all.
You do look a bit different to last time I saw you, so I'll keep.
I got less hair.
I did myself a hole.
I look like you. I got less hair now.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is, right? I hear you. Joshua, please, anyone you can introduce the book to buy the book today, I'll appreciate you.
Oh,
but they must buy
Thank
the ebook.
you, Josh.
The ebook is what we need to sell to get the bestseller. We need to buy the ebook. If you haven't bought yours yet, my friends, there's a link in the comments. Obviously, I can post a link here, but you have to copy and paste it into your browser to use the link from our comment stream here.
I thought I would tell something quite funny. Go on, Jenny.
Annie still has the little boy laugh, like
I'm having fun. I always have fun, Jenny. I'm here to have fun.
Boy. It's okay. It's like we're
well, that's right. We are promoting a children's book, so you can add that one, you see.
That's wonderful. And I am also curious to know, do you think any of kind of your personal story as a little girl affects how you write?
Yeah, definitely. I think even what I just said about being seen, heard, and valued, they're the things that every child deserves as a right. They deserve it. Otherwise, what was the point in even being here? And having been into the care system, having been, into being fostered, having lived a very odd life, I guess you'd say, I was left by social services to live with a prostitute and a woman that worked, a nurse that worked nights. And so they both worked nights, really. And I was terrified that I was 17 years old. I was like, And I used to open the door to her clients because that's what she used to shout at me to do because she was probably still busy. And then I used to run downstairs, open the door, and then run up the stairs and lock myself in the room because they used to think that we were all available. And then I'd open the door and they go, oh, yes, please. I go, not me. Go in the lounge and wait. And then I'd leg it up the stairs, shut the door, put my Yow lock on and wait for the door to go again. And I said to her one day, I'm not answering the door anymore. I'm going out. And she said, you can't go out. I need you to be my receptionist. And I was like, nope, not getting paid for doing the job, not doing it. And the next door neighbor said to me one day, I don't mean to be rude, but is one of the girls on the game? And I said, you mean, is she a prostitute? And she said, yeah. I said, oh, yes, she's quite proud of it. She said, really? I said, yes, she earns quite a lot of money. And she said to me, oh, my good grief, that's terrible. And I was like, you have no idea. So for me, having been through such hell and not having that relationship with a mom that I could talk to, not having that person that people are so lucky to have. So I think that I want the books and children to feel that they can always turn to the book and feel loved. And that's what I do. And when you read the books, I think that comes through. And I know that people say to me, you've got a great sense of humor, but I try to bring the humor into the books, because if you don't have humor, it's all fact and this is how you need to be made to feel better. Children don't want to be told they've got a problem. They don't even want that thing called an anxiety. They don't want it to have a name. They just know it's fear and they're scared. So what you need to do is take that whole thing away and make it's okay. We don't have to, exactly what you just said. We don't overcomplicate things. We keep it really simple. And that's what I do in the books. We don't want people to worry. We want them to be, I dare say, worry-free, which is impossible because nobody's worry-free. But, we want them to have the least number of worries as possible. And for me, that's what my life's been about. Really, as soon as I got a job, it was like, that's it. I'm out here. I'm leaving the prostitute behind. I'm moving away. I'm going to get my own front door and my own life. And it was terrifying. It was terrifying.
I feel the terror.
It was, honestly, when that man opened the door and went, yes, please, I was like, not me.
Yeah, no.
She's upstairs and she's busy.
These knickers
She'll be down in a minute.
This is a no knicker situation.
Oh gosh,
how are you? You went through that. Did she get money for you? Because she was taking care of you. She just did it. So she's
no. It was the council. Once you reach 17, you are considered to be an adult. It's supposed to be 18, but because I was one of the younger ones in the school year.
Right.
So as soon as I'd done my A levels, that was it. I was out of my ear, and so it was just.
Did you pay for it? Did you?
I had to pay rent. Yeah, I went to work.
I had to pay rent. House? Okay.
I had to pay a third of the house costs for the privilege.
Yeah. It sounds like a privilege. Sounds fun.
I remember saying something really funny, and I know that's mostly adults here, but. I remember once saying to a friend of mine at work, one of the ladies who I work with, nobody knew how bad it was. And I said to her, she said, did you sleep well last night? I said, no. She said, why not? I said, too many sex noises last night. She looked at me. She thought I meant I'd been busy.
Of course, not next door is like staying in her
bedroom next door, yeah. And she was like, prostitute, oh my God. And then she went and spoke to the boss who I worked for. And one of the ladies in his street, in his road, had been recently widowed. And she was very lonely. And she said she'd got a spare bedroom and that she would be more than happy for me to move in. And I moved in with her and I gave her the same amount of rent as I used to pay. And then I used to say, here's my housekeeping money. And she took my rent and she used to put 50% in the teapot, and she used to call that our play money, and then the rest of it would be in the purse. And then we would literally go to bingo, amateur dramatics. I used to go singing with her, God help the poor thing. And she just used to love having someone there to cook for, someone to just to love, really.
Yeah.
And she was such a larger than life character. And to me, I'll, you know, I've never known someone called Valerie before. It's quite an old-fashioned sort of name, but I loved Valerie. And even when I had moved away, we were Christmas cards every year still, and it was important. She rescued me, really, from what was a really awful situation. And my boss was so angry, he wrote to the council and he did all kinds of things. And the neighbours, once I'd moved out, they wouldn't do it while I was there, but once I'd moved out, they went hell for leather to, get this girl slung out. But, the thing is, we don't understand what that did to me and my confidence. It made me scared of men. I thought all men were like that. My dad was a philanderer, was always off, with this one, that one, and the other one. So all I known of men really was the boys at school that all used to want to date me, and I'd be like, no thanks, not interested. But I was too scared of men, full stop. And then to have that when I got actually into the first home that I lived in on my own as a grown up at 17, was to be living with a prostitute, was just like enough to put you off men for life,
Yeah.
And
I would just have like crawled in a hole. Like, just like, nope, I say no to this life. Say no.
Yeah, no, don't need you, stay away. But the thing is,
you somehow had children. You somehow did it.
I did, yeah, and I found a lovely one. But the thing that's so interesting about this story, and you said, do I bring any of my personal life and all stuff? Every single thing that happened to me. Okay, I don't know what's happened there. Okay, we go back to that. No, decline.
We can still hear you. We can still see you.
Can you?
Yeah.
Just decline it. Can I? Let's just decline it. There we are. So as long as you can see me, that's okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. I'll just say okay to that and go rid of it. Nope. It's not giving in this one. There we are. There we go. Back to
Paulette.
I'm still here. Don't worry. I don't know where the screen is on again.
My screen went black too, so I think I must be having the same issue as you. I can hear everything, but I also can't see.
I can hear you and you're frozen, but Paulette is not frozen.
Yeah, I can see that you're Coach K, you're frozen. I don't know why.
My screen just went black. I can hear and I can talk because my mic is unmuted. So I'm not going to do anything weird or crazy, but
okay, I'm back. That was Michelle Whiteside. Michelle Whiteside going, let me speak to you. And I'm like, no, not now.
No, come on stage. Come on stage, Michelle. And come on tonight.
I can go back down. I don't care. It's fine.
No. We're gonna have 10 on stage. We'll have up to 10 on stage. No problem. It's not you're not we're not the problem.
While I've got you here, I'm going to ask you some questions quick. Are you ready? It's a competition between the two of you. Right, ready?
I can't play.
Oh, yes, you can. Come on, then. You can come back up. I've got a little... There you go. Right, it's standing up. Right, okay. So to have a whale of a time, these are GP-isms. These are the old lady GP. What she uses. That means to enjoy yourself a lot, okay?
Okay.
What does he wouldn't say boo to a goose mean?
Wouldn't say boo
to a goose.
A goose.
Goose.
I mean, I
To
think
give you
they're
some
so
context,
timid.
he wouldn't say boo to a goose.
They wouldn't even speak up in confronting something as benign as a goose.
Yeah. Basically, it means that you wouldn't speak up or you wouldn't say anything.
Like,
It's-
no, gooses are scary, yo.
Yeah.
That's
Gooses
a
are scary.
wrong
You wouldn't say
statement.
boo
I've
to a
heard that
goose.
too.
Okay,
Gooses
ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Not all right. Come on, Kimberly. So far, it's 1-0. Come on, we need this one. Right. To have a gas. To have a gas.
Have a laughter, like crazy laugh.
Nope.
Like a
And it
Are you
doesn't mean
asking-
wind. It doesn't mean wind before anyone says wind.
okay, because
To
I'm
have a
thinking like,
gas.
is it what?
It
Wait,
is. Have like a great time. I know what a gas is.
wait, are these British words that we're guessing what they mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
it's
That's what I
it's
was
the
trying to
same
figure out what we're
the old
doing.
Yeah, it's the sayings the old lady uses in the book. So to have a gas means to have a good old natter, to have a good old chat. Sit down and have a gas.
Wait,
sorry,
what
have a
was the
chair.
other word you just said? Did you say nectar?
Gas.
After that, you said to have a gas.
Pull
it's
up
like
a
to have-
chair. Pull up a chair and have a gas.
It's
Yeah,
like
but
a
then
fun
what was
time.
the other word? What was the other word
Have
you
a
just said that
chat.
started with an N?
And
Did you say nectar? Because you use several
no.
British terms that I haven't heard. It sounded like you said
I
to
thought you
have
could
a
hear me.
gas.
To have a natter is what you said,
A
Paulette.
natter. To have a
Yes.
natter. Do you know the
Natter. So
word
that's a new
natter?
word for me too. I've never
Natter
heard
means
that one.
to chat. To
Mm.
have
Okay,
a
I like
chat. So let's have a natter. Yeah, this is more of an
Natter.
old person's saying. Not in a month of Sundays.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Is that what that
It's
means?
never happening.
Absolutely
Not in
no.
a month of Sundays. That's it.
Okay,
Let's not get in a pickle.
let's
A
not get in
situation.
a
Let's not get in a bad situation.
What would you say?
It
Joni,
means to
what did
not
you
get in a
say?
bad situation. Oh.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did you say? Say the same. I think we're at 2-2 here.
tricky situation.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Well, that's an American situation word. I
Uh-huh.
mean, like here it is.
Yeah, it's the same. I think
It's the
that's
same.
similar.
It's
Yeah,
like, love.
Like
Yeah,
that's
smile.
right.
that the smile completes your outfit. You want to.
That's exactly it. Absolutely. I think it's both sides of the pond. How about this one? To be green around the gills.
Naive.
Nope.
It doesn't mean to be naive.
No.
Oh wow.
To be
So I-
green
like it
around the gills
like
means to be
or is sick.
angry.
you're sick. If you
Someone's
turn a bit
gonna vomit?
green, a bit green in colour. If you turn a bit green, it usually means you're going to be ick.
Like
Sick.
you're gonna be
to
sick.
green
You're
in
gonna
the
be
Like
gills,
naughty.
barfing. Like the
yeah,
barfing
yeah.
emoji.
Yeah, the barfing emoji. That would be very much that one. How about to put your best foot forward?
That's
Try
the same
your-
as
Same in the States. Yeah. It's brass monkeys.
well, I'm sorry, Beastie Boys states.
So
That's like you got girl.
freezing cold. So it'd be brass monkeys. It's freezing cold. A smidgen.
A little.
Yeah, yeah, a little. If you got a smidgen of
Very
salt,
little. Very little.
very tiny little, very
A
very
little
little.
smidge. We say a smidge here, not a
Smidge,
smidge.
yeah, smidge, exactly where it's come from. Smidge
Yeah.
would have come from smidgen, yeah.
Ooh.
To get on like a house on fire.
Wait, say that again.
To get on like a house on fire.
Oh wow.
To get on like a
like
house on
quickly.
fire.
Quickly.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
It
you
means
get
hurry.
on really, really well, really quickly. Yeah. Because a house
it's like
goes up,
one
doesn't
person.
it?
It's like
Yeah.
a relationship term.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. Like if people get on really well, like a house on fire. So that was from
that's
very new
Let
school.
me welcome
new
some more
School Niggles.
people before you
Oh,
carry on.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Roland, welcome. Jan, I see you. I saw the Jason Hall earlier.
Jason Hodge.
Yes. Remove text next to link.
Thank you.
Okay, I have to show some comments, Dr. Leslie,
Please.
and I'm trying to find how to get rid of which comment I put up. So that's the one I put up. Okay. We need, we have to engage with the comments, otherwise people are wasting their time, right?
Yeah, sorry. Please engage with your comments.
Yes.
Engage away. Where are they?
There are too many of them for me to show, so I'm trying. Okay.
Annie, how do you find out who's like? I can see how many people is in number, but how do you know who you're welcoming if they don't comment? How do you find out?
You don't. You only know who's here when they comment. So if you haven't made a comment, we don't know you're here. So now, please make a comment. Just say hi if you have to. You can tell us where you're from. Tell us anything you want to tell us. That's going to make me laugh.
From the Netherlands. That's fabulous.
Louis, welcome. Always appreciate you. Glad you're here. Michael's bought the book.
Thank you, Michael.
Go and buy the book. Now we need you to buy the book today. Now, today will be nice. Today it's only when it counts what's our bestseller. So, Joni, you and your P. Willis. We'll leave that alone, right?
It's just too funny. It's too funny. I'm sorry. It's my favorite. It's my favorite book launch I've ever been to because I have it.
If you want to come on stage, say just click on the StreamYard link. I'm going to share it again. Now, don't click on it. Copy the link, paste it in your browser, and I can bring you up.
Annie, I wasn't able to find the purchase link in the comments. Can you send it to me on
Of course.
WhatsApp, please?
You want the US link, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
you do.
And you can just search it on Amazon. It's just that easy. Just search.
I just want to make sure I get the right one.
We're here to make it easier for you. We're here to make it easier for everyone. So I have no problem with you asking for the link. I will happily share it with you.
Sure.
Thank you.
So there you go. Please send me the information. I want everyone in the straw. I don't want to prize straw when there's no one in the prize.
Say when you've done it, because you could win a $25 Amazon voucher. Yay!
Okay. When you were telling your story, you were Izzy. I was Valerie and you were Izzy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Let's show another. Let me show another video. That's what I want to show another video because we've got several videos. While I'm downloading Cyrus's The Body Bench for Jack and Walter, book 3. He says. So what am I going to show you?
He's made me a video.
What am I going to show you this time? There's got many videos for your books, Paulette.
I'm very excited.
Okay, so there's
nobody phone me,
and
please.
then let's do this. Oh no, I tell you what I'm going to do. Let me show one of our recipients of the books, because Paulette does tell you very often that the books are there for charity and to give away to kids. So here's someone who we gave the book to in London, a small charity. They run a disabled children's home. So there you go. I'm recording now, so you do.
Thank you, Paulette and Charlotte, for the wonderful books. This is going to be really useful for the children who are moving on to their next placement as we make it part of their social story to allay their anxieties about starting afresh somewhere else.
Yeah, no, they were really grateful because, I say, of course, children in the homes. The good days is when you move into a family, right? When you move away from their home into a normal family setting. And so to have your book help the disabled children before they move, it cheered them up, and that's why you do what you do, Paulette, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, the New House Nerves has gone into over 750 comfort cases. So a big number. And those children will all open up their rucksacks, and there'll be a blanket, and there'll be toiletries, and pens and paper, and a cuddly toy, and there'll be this book. And if they're of the age between 5 and 12, and it will tell them that there's nothing to worry about. You're going to be fine. And that's really what it's about. It's about taking someone's hand and saying it's going to be okay. And that's what I see these books as. I can't be everybody's hand, but somehow through the letterbox I can be, or through the comfort cases I can be. And as I said, we've got some that have gone out into for the homeless with Martha, and Alana now we bought a lot, and she's given them out to children and in New York and in Florida. And I think the key for me is it's about if a homeless child receives a book that talks about a new home or a new school, or any child that is worried is going to feel a little bit less worried. And to me, I've won. And that's all it's about. The winning is making someone's life a little bit easier. Because I think when you've had it tough, you know what it feels like. That pain doesn't go away. And keeping it a bit lighter, it's also really lovely when they do move into a new home and they've got their book and they read it and they come downstairs and it says, Jack and his amazing friend Walter, a spud with special superpowers, move into a new home. GP made Walter especially for Jack because she knew he would be scared. It's okay to feel scared, but it's also okay to feel happy again. And even in your new home too. And sometimes it even involves chips. So it's chips in this one. This one, it involves on the buddy bench with What's-Its. I don't know if you have What's-Its there. I think you do. And this involves crisps, and this involves chips. So, you've got chips, crisps, and there's always food involved somewhere. But the point is, with the new School Niggles, there is a part that I would, if it's okay, I'd like to have a quick read, because I want just a little bit that I think is so important. So, I wish I was feeling warm and laughing right in the middle of fun game too, as I look across the playground. Perhaps I should be brave, smile, hold my head back and go over and say hello. Maybe try holding her hand and talk to the dinner lady, or join in a game of spinning the scarf like they're doing. I can hear my inside voice agreeing with all these ideas. Talking to a grown-up you can trust, like Edna, the dinner lady, is a good idea when you've got worries. And while I am worried, proper worried, I will never make any friends, worried that I will be forever lonely. And also at this particular moment, I'm worried that my fingers will totally freeze. It is so cold, but it's kind of a nice cold, like build a snowman cold, just biting wind, cold hands cold. What a day to start a new school and forget your gloves. My inside voice is piping up again, and I realize I have a choice. I can either stay on the bench and pretend to be a solo explorer in the Antarctic whose fingers accidentally drop off with frostbite, or I can shove my hands in my pockets, go over and join in. Ask Edna to help me join in. Some know the Antarctic games to themselves. I know that that's the second idea is probably the best one. So I shock, press, put both hands deep into my pocket. But before I get any further, I find a surprise that there's something in there. It's a note. It's not in my writing or Mum's.
We're losing your volume. You're back again.
My volume.
Yeah, now you're back again now.
Oh, it's a bit funny. Okay, I'll go up a bit. There we are. So, but before I get any further, I find surprise. There's something in there. It's a note. It's not in my writing or Mum's. What can it be? It says this. Dear Jack, you are my most bestest friend. You are always nice to me, and you are so clever, like really clever. I will really miss you, but I hope you find another friend at your new school, but not a bestest friend like me. That's my job, Jack. But be brave. From Tim, your friend for life. My eyes feel a bit prickly, like if you're out in the wind and it stings. There's that wind being mean again. Be brave, says Tim. Okay, I think. I'll try. I must be brave and smile, just like Water said to. Good old Tim, I think. I am imagining his smiley face playing one of the favourite games. It's called Throw a Smile. And I'll leave it there. So from that moment on, something really lovely happens and he meets a friend. And it's that fear of losing your best friend and his best friend telling him, it's okay. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll always be here. And you can find another friend at the new school, but not a bestest friend. But you can find another friend. And that's exactly what he does. But that's the end of the book, so I'm not going to spoil it.
That's how you get rid of new school niggles, right?
That's how you get rid of them.
Sarah sent us a brand new video. I haven't seen it myself. Dr. Leslie, the scrolling text is fine. You can't do anything with it. It's just for it's a vision for us. Now the link to buy the book is in the comments page. So please go and buy the book. Click on the link. You're going to click on the link to buy the book in our comments here. Then please copy and paste the link into your browser. I'm looking. Yeah, no, I'm Paulette. We're winning. Australia loves you. You know, we need the US to love us, to love you as well, right? So
how's the UK doing?
We're buying the books now, so we'll soon find out, right? We always need more buyers. So every book counts. Every book counts.
Every book counts.
The bestseller, it counts towards money Paulette can donate and use to give these charities, these not-for-profits, her books. So please support today. Today is a big day. Buy the book. Send me confirmation. Let's put in £20 price draw. $25 you said? $26 you said, Paulette?
$26, £20 cash. Yeah.
I'll let you drink your tea.
Amazon.
I'm probably gonna make my tea as well, but let's put Sarah's video on, and then we'll come back to you. Coach K, you're back. Confirmation, please send it to me. Send me. I'll add you to the list anyway. Send me a picture so I got something to save in my folder. Okay, let's enjoy the video.
Whisper Boy. I wake up to the morning light, nervous butterflies in flight. First day at school, a brand new place. Jelly belly worries I can't erase. Mom says,
be brave, but I'm not sure what's behind that classroom door. Walter whispers, stand up tall, you've got this, kid, just give it your all. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong, even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. I sit alone, hands in my coat, holding Walter's card like a secret note. Be brave, it says, and be strong too. But my tummy's all gray, no yellow or blue. Then a boy shows up with a grin so wide, says, hi, I'm Henry, can I sit by your side? Watch its crunch and we start to joke. That's the moment the ice finally broke. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong, even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. It's okay to feel a little small, like a basketball player afraid to fall. Walter said, put your smile in place. Courage can show on your happy face. And step by step I start to see I'm not so alone with Henry and me. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong, even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. Now I've got Henry and Walter too. Turns out being brave brings something new. First days are tough, but I made it through. And maybe the buddy bench can work for you.
Whisper Boy.
Oh, that was amazing, wasn't it? I've got wet eyes. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but my eyes are running. Oh, dear. Thank you, Whisper Boy. Cyrus, you are a genius. I said it the other day and I'll say it again. You're an effing genius. Didn't swear. Not swearing. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Don't know if Joni, did you hear all that, Joni? I've got all this makeup on, Cyrus. This is your fault. I'm in colour today. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. I'll definitely be putting that on the website if you'll let me. And we'll be playing it a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, that was beautiful. Really special. I don't know where Annie has gone. Annie has left me alone. I assume you can hear me. Joni, can you hear me? I have no way of knowing if anyone can hear me. Shall I just carry on talking? I think I probably will. Why not? Why not? We just had the most amazing, amazing song by Cyrus. Absolutely brilliant. It was brilliant. Somebody's going ka-ching, ka-ching. Could be sales. Is that the sales going ka-ching, ka-ching? I don't know. I've lost my any. Where's my any gone? Where's my any gone? Where's any gone? Any. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Annie to come back, I'm going to ask you lot in the audience, hopefully there's somebody out there listening to me rambling on. What does sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite mean? Have a think on that one. How about this one? That'll throw a spanner in the works. So what does that'll throw a spanner in the works mean? And then I have to make mountains out of molehills. Now, I think I've used that today. To make mountains out of molehills. To be so hungry you could eat a horse. To go up the wooden hill. To go up the wooden hill. I like that one. We've done the to be gassing because we've done gas before. Okay, here's one. What's your noggin? Who's heard the expression your noggin? Your noggin is your head. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. It's just like, whoa there, whoa boy, hold on a second before we go any further. Let's just check this out. Odds and ends. I think that's the same, both sides of the pond. To say that somebody came with the furniture, that's how they describe GP. She came with the furniture. What they mean by that is that when GP moved in with them, a lot of her furniture came too. And so it was always a big joke that she came in the furniture van sitting on a rocking chair. Take your coat off or you won't feel the benefit. Take your coat off or you won't feel the benefit. So if you take your coat off, you won't feel the benefit when you leave. Yeah. So it's the idea is that as you come indoors, you take the coat off, so you feel the benefit when you leave. So that's what that saying comes from. To get to the bottom of it, it's like an investigation. To get to the bottom of the story, to get to the bottom of the problem. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. That's what that means. Good gracious me. Really? Flipping heck. That's kind of the way it would be said. It's quite northern, I think. Well, I bloomin' never. Well, I bloomin' never. So that kind of means it just can't believe it. It's unbelievable. That's what that means. A problem shared is a problem halved. Now, the idea of that is that when you talk to somebody, it makes the problem easier, lighter. Maybe you feel a bit better for talking to somebody. That's a bit what therapy or talking therapy is about, is by talking to somebody, it helps lighten the load, makes it a bit easier. To sleep like a log. So to sleep like a log means like a tree, piece of tree, a log tree. So you're sleeping like a piece of wood, basically. So you don't move, you don't stir, just sleep all night like a log. What would Walter do? That's the kind of catchphrase of all the books. And that's the question that Jack asks all the time to Walter, is what would Walter do? And what would Walter do? Normally, what Walter does is he slows down Jack's thoughts. He slows down Jack's worries. He slows down Jack's panic and makes him breathe. So what would Walter do if you do it properly? And we talk about box breathing in the book, but really what we're talking about is a child learning to breathe in and be slow, to breathe out and to be slow, and ditto all the way through the what would Walter do? And all the time that you are doing that, you're actually slowing your thoughts down. You're slowing your mind going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. And then immediately you're solved because you come up with a solution, or Walter does. But, you know, we both know that they're the same person, really. So Jack is your sort of, as he gets older, Jack would be what we would call your subconscious mind, your panicky mind, the mind that's doesn't really think properly, doesn't necessarily, it remembers all the negative thoughts, everything that you've been told that's negative, everything that you think that could be, all the scary thoughts, everything like that. That's what Jack remembers. And that's through his sort of what we would call his subconscious mind. And then Walter is his conscious mind, the thinking mind, the mind that says, hang on a minute, let's just calm down, think about what we're trying to achieve here. Let's work things out slowly. Let's come up with a plan and let's not go rushing in. Let's just take it easy and come up with an idea of what we need to do to take the next step. And that really is about what would Walter do. The what would Walter do is really the opportunity for a child to, whenever a problem arises, like somebody's phoning the computer, and I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, what I should be doing is not, Ben, come and help me. It should be, what would Walter do? Be calm, look on the screen, work out what I can delete and get rid of, and it would have been fine. But it's just that shout out, it's easier. But had Ben here, I would press a few buttons and probably would have worked it out. But that's the whole point of that. What would Walter do? And we all should do that. I always have this vision that a boardroom meeting that is, you know, pretty chaotic, and somebody says, I don't know what to do. I've got no clue. I've got no idea. And they go around the table and they're all scratching their heads. And all of a sudden somebody says, I wonder what Walter would do. And then everyone will laugh and it will break that stressful moment. And somebody will come to the fore and know the answer and be able to say, there you go. That's what we should do. And so that's why I think what would Walter do is a really good way for all of us to know really when to stop. I can hear some music. That's interesting. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Annie, are you playing music, sir? Nope, no Annie here. I think Annie might be lost making his cup of tea. He's probably having a sandwich, making himself a toasted sandwich or something. So we've done all of the books, all of the sayings in that book. Let's have a look at this one. I think we did most of them in here. There's a few good ones. Rarer than hen's teeth. GP loves a saying, rarer than hen's teeth. Well, I believe that hens have teeth, so that's why it's rarer than hen's teeth. Are you there, Annie? No. Oh, nope, Annie's gone. It's just me and Joni, and I think Joni's muted.
I am muted. Sorry,
Hey, there you
I
are.
was washing my puppy's little paws off because they were muddy.
Oh, bless. They're muddy
Yeah.
feet.
But I did hear a smidge about what would Walter do.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but do you guys have Breaking Bad over there?
We do, yes.
Okay, so Walt, he's like the main character, Heisenberg, and I can't keep thinking, or guys, stop it. I'm thinking, what would Walter from this show do?
What
And
would he
so
do?
Walter
Yeah,
has
well,
a really great name,
yeah.
and so that was just my stupid comment.
Oh, no, he was going to be Water Hottlebottle because I love the name Water Hottlebottle.
Hot
But
muscle.
because I could never say hot water bottle, so I used to ask for a hot
You have
water
hot water
bottle.
bottles?
Yeah, and I
No, there's
asked
no hot
for
water bottles here. Mm-mm.
yeah. So I asked for a water hottle bottle, and they looked at me as if I
Sure.
was mad. And I said, one of those rubber things you put water in, and they, oh, you mean a hot water bottle? And I was like, oh, and then it just stuck that it was water hottle bottle. And then I read an Enid Blyton book, and would you believe it? She has a water hottle bottle. So
No.
that was it. I must have read it years ago and it just stuck in my mind. So I couldn't have it because obviously it had already been used and patented. So we decided to have Water the Spud. So he's made by GP and he is a huge, big lavender bag with big orange fuzzy hair. In fact, he might make an appearance. I'll see if I can get him on stage. I'll see
I
if I can
really
get
would
someone
like
to bring him.
appearance. I really
I'll
would.
see. Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I'll get somebody from my crowd to bring him in. It's Jay Pasqua. Hello. How are you, sir?
I am doing well, and I just want to commend you again. Oh my gosh, for doing what you do and for being who you are. You know, there's so many people out there who love and adore you, and love and adore you just like the Spud. Look at that. That's adorable. You do so much for so many people. It's amazing. Thank you, Paulette. Thank you, Annie, for taking on the project and helping others as well become storytellers like me, authors. So definitely appreciate all the work that you both do. And you as well, Joni, for being an author. So I just can't say it enough. You know, I've been in that position where I'm going to a new school. I told the story before, right? Where I didn't even make it to school. I was bullied on the bus. So it was tough. But you know, and maybe if I had a resource or somebody a significant adult who could help me through that, uh, it would have set a better tone for the rest of my time in middle school. And middle school was kind of a tough thing because I was living in a brand new place and going to a brand new school. Um, I was from a different part of the island, and so they treated me differently, which is why I was bullied on the bus. And so, you know, I was there. I had the butterflies in my stomach and then knots in my head. I can laugh at it now, you know, after a couple of years, the bully on the bus became a good friend, actually.
Often
But
happens.
yeah, you know, because over time, we're in the same spaces all the time, and it's kind of hard, you know, not to uh, ignore or just take another direction. So you just have to face them, and I did over and over again, right? The bullies, the people. Fun story, not so fun at the time. I pulled a sink out of the wall as a 13-year-old kid, lanky, skinny, and I was bullied enough that I was so upset I did that. Of course, the principal couldn't believe it because I was this little kid, right? Maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, and I was soaking wet because the because the sink exploded when I ripped it off the wall. But thank you guys for doing what you did.
Yeah, I mean the story of you on the bus rings so many bells for me, because that's really how water came about. Because Jack, as in the Jack of Water, Jack was 6. He's 28 next week, but he was 6, and he was getting on a bus for the first time going to school, and he was only the second child on the bus, and the bus sat about 28, 30 people. But every seat that he went to sit on, it was taken, because the guy would get there first by either climbing over the seats or clambering or pushing him out the way. And he was just broken. And both my brother and his wife at the time were working so hard in setting up their business, and I was popping over at the weekends, and we were talking in the garden. And then he told me, and he told me how bad it was, and he said, I'm so scared. And I said to him, well, you know what, we need to do something about this. And he said, what are we going to do? I said, well, in my opinion, the way to handle a bully is to stand up to them. And he was like, no way, like absolutely no way. And I think the bully was at least a year older than him. And I think my brother, if I remember the story correctly, had fired his dad. So there was another reason for him to not like the family, as it were. So anyway, I'd been doodling, as you do, especially me. If you looked at any of my books, you'd be horrified. But I'm always doodling. And I was doodling on a napkin that was given to me with a cup of tea and a pie, an apple pie. And I was doodling away. And Jack said, can I keep that? And I was like, why? He said, because it'll make me think of you and it'll make me feel stronger. And that's where the water card comes from. And the watermark, or the name water, was because he put a glass of water over it.
Oh, your
And that
audio
put a
went.
ring around it. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah,
Maybe
can
it's
you
just.
hear me?
We hear you
Yeah, I
Oh
think.
fine.
wait, there you are.
Fine.
Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, okay.
Mm.
So yeah, so anyway, I sound like I'm screaming now. Hang on. Let me turn it down a wee bit because it's like shouty mode. Yeah, so what happened was that the glass went over the drawing, and that made a watermark. And I said, oh, we've put a watermark around it, and that named him Water. So he had a water card. He was the first one to ever have a water card. And he was told to stand tall like a tree, plant his feet in the ground like a tree. And when he goes to push you, you make sure you push him back. And that's exactly what Jack did. And guess what? 2 days later, they were friends. But at that moment, he was terrifying. And it is so simple with bullies. The only way to deal with a bully is to stand up to them. It's horrible and it's difficult, but that is the only way. Cyrus, thank you so much for that song. That was beautiful. Stunning. See there?
Yeah. He's there, of course. He's there. You know, look, you know, many devices are playing up. Cyrus isn't to miss me when I go and get a cup of tea. No,
You disappeared. You were lost. I was on my own. I was like, okay, what shall I do? You left me.
Read a book.
Oh, well, read some books. Yes, I read all the back of the books. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did that.
There's biscuits. I got biscuits and nuts to eat.
Biscuits and nuts. Deserted me, you did. So Cyrus can't get on though. I think Ennie's been kidnapped by aliens. So that's more plausible. Yeah, quite possible. But yeah. So no, that was a really lovely video song. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
and
everyone.
we've got Jay back as well. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was great, wasn't it, Jay? It was really super. And the thing about, you know, like I said with bullies, the one thing that I always, people say, oh, hurt people hurt. I don't believe that. Not every hurt person has to hurt. I was a hurt person. I never hurt anyone, not deliberately. So I don't believe that's true. I think that some hurt people hurt, and those that are more likely to do that are when they see it in the house. So if that's how they see behaviors in the house, then that's likely how they behave outside the house. That's what I believe. That's where I believe bullies come from. They see bad examples of parenting and they use that back into the, you know, in their new schools, new homes, new everything's. That's what they do. And the bus is a great place. The changing room was where Ben was tortured and terrified and led a dreadful situation. But that was the changing rooms, you know, on school property with 2 teachers standing outside, but they never went in. So guess what? That was like the perfect place to hound the kids that they could. That's what they did. But, you know, every person gets their day, because when Ben went off to the university he chose, when Ben's got this great career ahead of him, you know, that other kid had to go off, one of the bullies, and he didn't make the grades. He could get into the school and had to go somewhere else and try something different and go back a year and resit them. So, you know what? I'm not saying that is punishment for what he did.
It's karma.
But in some ways, it's karma. Yeah, in a way, it is karma. What goes around comes around, right? And that is basically what happened in my view, you know. But that's not to say that I would want any child to be hurting or any child to be in pain. But, you know, I even had the bully come around the house for a play date. I mean, duh. I tried.
That's Paulette for you.
That's Paulette for you. Yeah. Invite the bully round. Let's see if we can make them friends.
It might make things better, right? It might make things better.
I tried. It didn't. Because all he wanted to do was be with me. All the bully wanted to do was sit next to me and be with me and be like my child. And then we realized the reason he was having a go at Ben was because he was in the boarding house and his parents lived in the same village as the school. So they put the child in the boarding school, and people would say to the child, you do know, don't you, that nobody likes you, even your parents. That's why you're at the school and you're boarding. So you can understand the pain the child was in. I'm not excusing it, but I understand it. And then when I was there, all he wanted to do was be near me. He wanted to be in the kitchen with me. He wanted to play a game with me. He wanted to sit near me. He
It
just
felt
wanted to
safer. It probably
be,
felt safer being next to you, being near you.
yeah, he wanted to be with someone who cared for him,
Mm.
which that's really sad, Eddie, when you really, yes, he was a horrible boy to Ben. Yes, he was a nasty bully, but actually, you know, can you imagine being told nobody likes you, not
Mm.
even your parents, because that's why you're at boarding school, you know? It's awful, isn't it?
That's hard. And, yeah, it doesn't make things better for anyone,
No,
really.
no. And as I said, it doesn't make it easier for that child to go on in the future and have a life of, say, when people say, how was your childhood? And he goes, well, actually, I was in boarding school and we lived in the same village. Yeah, great, huh? You know, you could imagine the way that you'd say it, because how else do you say it? If you say it any other way,
It
not
sounds
great.
good. No, look,
Yeah.
let me welcome Christiana. She's one of our LinkedIn users.
Ah,
Now she's posh, Paulette. She doesn't boil kettle. She's got instant hot water. That's for making tea.
yeah, straight from the tap.
I haven't got one of those. I actually have to push the kettle thing and
Oh, I
make it work.
see.
And that take no. I always think it's gonna be quick, but it never is, right? It's normally
Yeah,
5
watch
minutes or
kettle.
more.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, welcome, Mike. Look, my friends, our time is nearly gone. These are the books. This is the book for today. You know, our new School Niggles, which does complete this set for Paulette. So you can buy the series. But today, please go and buy the ebook. That's the one we need you to buy. Paulette, you got Clean Sweep in Australia. You are the best thing since sliced bread today anyway in Australia.
Thank you, Australia.
Yeah, we need you to be the best thing since sliced bread in the UK, in the US, in Canada, especially. So that's what we're working on now. So if you haven't bought the book
Excellent.
yet, please go and buy the book. How you doing, Mike? Great to see you. Look, go and buy the book. The link is in the comment. So if you struggle, DM me. I will try and keep an eye on LinkedIn. I have another event in an hour, so but I'll try and keep an eye, and I'll send you the link, the direct link to
Perhaps
where
we
you
could
are.
ask Mike to please send it out to his hounds.
Please
Mike's
do.
got a
Please
huge
do.
hounds community, hasn't he?
Please do.
So maybe
Yeah.
the hounds will help us.
No,
That would be amazing. Thank you, Mike.
every purchase counts. I think as Christiana bought hers. I don't know. I think so. You know. So look, everyone who buys a copy, please send me confirmation so I can put you in the prize draw. We're gonna make the draw in the next couple of days, Paulette. So I think probably on Friday. That way, you can have your gift, your voucher in whatever
Christmas.
whichever one you choose, and we send it to you electronically. So, what's Michelle saying? Paulette, you made me smile, cry. Yeah, that's Paulette for you, right? That's Paulette for you.
Oh dear. Smile, cry.
Yeah.
I don't want to make people cry.
Okay, so Christiana said, check your DM. Oh, DM, that not my LinkedIn,
Not
my
your LinkedIn DMs.
not
No,
my
not
Russell
the
WhatsApp.
DM box.
Right. So Sarah, Natalie, we needed to purchase links for other what? For others just showing up. I've shared the link to how to buy the book. Right. The links in the comments on the event page, Natalie. Open a new tab and go to the event page. Simple as that. Linda, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Linda's bought her book as well. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda.
I think Linda's in Canada, so that counts as one of my prime, one of my prime begs, please, for you to buy the book. So send me the link, please. No announcement necessary. Christiana, it's an event. Of course, I'm going to make an announcement. Right? How would I make an announcement? So I'm going to send you the .co.uk link, and I'll just keep sending the link until tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
When will we know? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we know roughly what we have. The problem is Amazon is not always on time to tell you to process the people's purchases. So it might say where it processes purchases later. I can't give you the final score until later. Ideally, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow 9 o'clock is when the time stops to buy the books. and then it's how long does it take Amazon to process all the
sales.
Yes, in that time.
I've got you. Okay.
It's cool. Look, you have enough friends because you are who you are, right? You have enough friends, and I fully believe your friends will come good. So
thank you, friends, whoever you are out there.
Yeah, Chiedza, welcome. Great Chiedza is one of my co-authors now.
Thank you, Chiedza.
That you can see behind us. I'm glad you're here. Thanks so much for being here. Congratulations on another international best-selling publication with Paulette. Continues to shine the light, a light of hope and joy in children's lives. Thank you so much, my friend Chiedza. My sister Chiedza, really. I'm glad
she really is. She really is one of the best.
Yeah, I miss you, Chiedza. We haven't spoken in a long time. So, the one downside of this platform, is that when you are kicked off like I was, when you come back, you can't see the comments that were there.
Oh,
so
no.
I've got a very short comment. That's why I'm only showing you. I'm showing you what I can see. All those before. I can't see Chiedza's comments on here, for example. So I can't put it on screen. It's that's the only one downside I can think of. I can't think of many other downsides.
Well, look, it's the kicking off bit that's the problem, isn't it? You do get kicked off. Yeah.
No, I think
Michelle. I think there are many people like us, my lovely. But as long as we go on to shine the light on other people and say to them that they are seen and they are heard and they are valued, and then I believe, me personally, that helps every single person who's ever been through pain like we have. You turn it to purpose, and when you use it for good, it makes your pain lessen. And I believe that wholeheartedly. So I am who I am. I can't change. I won't change. You can love me or hate me. That's equally fine. But most people, we know there's a few, but most people see the good. There are a few that don't, but most people see the good. But you are who you are, and you come with all your warts. You really do. And as they say, or as GP would say, warts and all. And that is what you are. You are the person you become. And we don't let things hold us back. We don't let things hold us down. We don't stay down for long, right?
Yeah. I agree with you. Cyrus, thank you for showing the love.
Oh, absolutely. Cyrus, thank you. I'll phone you after. Really amazing. Amazing. Can we play it again, Annie?
Yeah. Well, I can't disappear this time, but it's all right.
Don't disappear.
There is Jay's video I was going to play. Cyrus or Jay's on stage.
Do both.
Do both? Okay, I'll do both. I'll show Jay's first, and then we can leave whilst playing Cyrus's video. Let me try and see which one. So
to the end.
In recent times, Paulette found herself seeking people with genuine intentions to assist her in a significant endeavor looming in the coming weeks. Her mission to touch the lives of 1 million children aged 6 to 11 worldwide. Paulette aims to offer them a beacon of resilience and mental well-being through her Amazon download priced at $1.49. Having once navigated the corridors of corporate success, she knows firsthand that monetary wealth doesn't guarantee kindness or inner strength. A realization born from her son's harrowing experience with bullying, which drove him to the brink of despair. Determined to make a difference, Paulette delved into the realms of counseling. Fueled by her own journey and inspired by real-life tales of resilience, she and Charlotte Moorman embarked on a mission to pen stories of hope and strength, founding a nonprofit along the way. With her son now pursuing studies in biomedical sciences, Paulette's resolve to impact young lives remains unwavering. Every download fuels Paulette's mission, enabling her to provide books for children in care, support homeless families, and equip schools in Africa with essential resources. Will you help her? Paulette's plea isn't for blind support, but rather an invitation to join her in a purpose-driven journey where every contribution, no matter how small, paves the way for a brighter future. Together with Charlotte, Paulette extends her gratitude to those who've journeyed with her thus far, inviting others to join the cause with open hearts and minds.
I hope we see you again soon at Water's website, www.waterontheweb.com, or you connect with us on LinkedIn at Paulette Hallam, co-author of Jack and Water series of self-help books.
Awesome. So
My
I
coded
see.
voice.
I think Coach K has bought her copy, so that cheers me up. No, there's many of them bought their copies, so we'll still need more, right, my friends? We still need more. Jay, great video. I love a storytelling video. I'm sure I know you love it too, Paulette. So I love when people create brand.
I cried the first time I cried when I listened to Cyrus's, but I cried the first time I saw it. I was like, oh, Jay, what have you done to me? And then you're playing Cyrus's song, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, all this makeup for nothing. I got like water stains. I put all that muck on my face for nothing.
I guess, as Michelle says, it's a good cry, right?
Yeah, good cry.
Yeah, so that cheers me up.
It's always a good cry because people genuinely care. And, I always say, if you care, share, because that's what we should do. I believe that wholeheartedly. Well, Jay's got a word. Hang on. Over to you, Jay.
It's all for you, Paulette and Jack and Walter, and the countless other kids that will be impacted by the books you put out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I can only aspire to help kids the way you are helping kids. Seriously.
Well, listen, the way it starts is by opening your heart and understanding that there's a huge hole, there's a huge gap in the care market for children. There just is. There just aren't enough carers to go around. There aren't enough placements. There aren't enough therapists. So the only way we can help them is by supplying them with a book so they can read it in their own time. So yeah, thank you, Jay. Come on then, Mr. Ennio Song. Where's he gone? His kettle's boiled. He's gone for his nuts. Ennie. Where's he gone now? Oh dear. Well, yeah. I hope that this will be able to raise us some money for Martha. So all the sales in the US will go straight to Martha, whatever that is. And then all the sales in the UK will go to buy books for comfort cases. So I think we're up to 700 cases now that we've put books in. So that's quite a number, isn't it? So yeah, oops, I think Ennie fell off. So that's what's happened. Ennie has fallen off the stage.
No.
Which means we've lost all the messages again. No, Ennie, come back. But no, it's when you see them like that, I sort of look at the colours, and it's how I remember.
My screen crashed.
You just crashed. I said that we'll lose the comments, but it doesn't matter because we're shutting down anyway. But just that on the side is exactly how I imagined it would look, and it does.
I don't know. Look, well done, you. No, really. Call me a mug, call me whatever you like. I'm saying I never realized that they were meant to be exactly the same. So it's nice when they say they're pretty close. The green one's a bit bigger. But they're pretty much the same size, and being a series, same format and everything, the same look, same feel. same that same tone. I guess same message. That's what makes a series, right? And I do see this becoming the series that kids get to read. My friends, don't just look. We appreciate you when you post the link or the information about the book. Send the link to your friends. You got WhatsApp? Send the link to your say to them, buy the book. It can actually help you. I'm a direct marketer, so that's what me and Paul are going to be doing for a good few hours now. Jay knows what that looks like. Literally, we do work that people don't see, but we need you to buy the book. Michelle, yes, your DMs and my WhatsApp is what made my computer crash. It's true, and it's gonna gain. What can I do? What can I do? Right? Look. What's look
Yes.
interesting one? Let me ask you a question, Paulette. What is the next color?
Well, in my mind, I would like to have a sort of really quite. So these are quite pastely. So the next one was going to be a dark color, and then Charlotte was like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe." So we thought yellow. So yellow is the next one, and the next book I can tell you already is started, and it is all about the news, and it's called Big News, Bad News, and it's telling children who look at the news or read a headline that's on the front of a red top in the UK, and it says World War III is looming, right? And that is enough to put the heebie-jeebies up anybody, right? And if you're a child and you're sitting in the car while your parents run in for a bottle of milk, and you're sitting there, and the newspaper's sitting directly in front of you in one of these lift-up plastic things, and it says World War III is looming, what does that say to that child? So the book's going to be about fear of watching the news, hearing the news, seeing stuff turning up on your phones or iPads, and misinformation and all that kind of stuff. So it's trying to tell children, and this is a really funny thing, but I will say it now in front of everybody in the world. I say to children, there are things that you can worry about that are your problems, and then there are things that are grown-up problems. That World War III thing, that's a grown-up problem. You can't do anything about that. So you have to worry about your level of problem, and we let the grown-ups handle the big problems, right? And the idea is that if you say that to a child and they say, but will they handle it properly? And you say, well, we'll tell them about water. We'll tell them to use their water. And then they'll be like, okay, that's all right then. Because if water's involved, he knows he's going to get solid advice. So that will make a child feel quite comfortable that it's going to get sorted. It's going to get help. It's going to get resolved. Now, you and I know it might not.
There won't be a World War III yet.
No, and I don't know that there's a water big enough to stop it all. But the point is, for their little minds, that's all they need. We don't need to go into too much detail. We just need to tell the story of this. There's a level that is for you to worry about, and then there's grown-up stuff, and grown-up stuff is is far more important. Public libraries, yeah, absolutely. We are in the national libraries, so we have to register them and file a copy in the National Library. But as far as local libraries, you have to go through just the local library and ask them if they will accept a copy, and if they will, then you can donate them. I've had a few people say to me, I've already bought the first one or the second one, so I might buy the set and give the others to the local library. So that would be amazing.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the sort of friends that you have, sort of friends you need, Paulette. The people who will No. Of course, we love those who buy a copy or 2 or 3. I'm saying the ones who can move the needle to help us reach more kids. Putting the books in libraries, putting the books in schools, putting the book in children's charities. If you have access to any of those places, then let us know.
Also, just so you know, these books are going into Great Ormond Street. That's the biggest children's hospital in the UK. These are all in their stockings. For Christmas.
Yeah. Cyrus, we see you, but we don't see you. It says no signal.
Hey!
Cyrus,
it's gone.
We don't see you.
Now we see you. Now we don't. We're playing that game again, aren't we?
My friends, if you buy your copy, please don't forget to send me confirmation so I can put you in the prize draw. I want more people in the prize draw, just so that there's no point. There's no point. I don't want to do a prize draw with 5 people. I want to do a prize draw with 20 people. It's more fun for me, more fun for us. Jay's got a lot of people in his prize draw folder, and now Jay's thinking, no, Jay, you know who they are. I've sent you the list of the people, right? So I don't know if there are more on my list. I'm sure there are. Cyrus, please, I'll let you have the last word if that's okay. Unless anything else you want to say, Paulette, before we go.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hello, lovely. Thank you. You bugger, you made me cry.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I just wanted to make you smile, but that went wrong slightly. Happy tears, yeah. Hi Jay, hi Annie. Fantastic. That event, as per usual. The song is to show you how much we appreciate you, how much I appreciate you, and the lyrics came from the heart, okay, and so did the music, and the actual music video hasn't been made yet. That was just a temporary thing, that photo that I put just to advertise the book. But everyone's got their own way of telling a story, such as Jay or yourself. You guys are really better with words. I am very limited with words, more visual. But I like telling a story, and that was my way of telling the story. And the story I was telling is that you are helping a charity, and none of the money goes to yourself. It just goes to the charities that you are helping. And I don't know many people who actually are active helping charities as you are. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you, and thanks for everything you're doing for the community.
I just learned to do that. Hang on. It's a bit rubbish.
That's the one, yes.
It's a bit of a fat one.
So Annie, what happened to you? Did aliens not succeed? What happened?
The kettle, my friend.
Oh, kettle. Oh, it was yeah. Technical issues with the kettle, right?
I always think it's going to take me quicker to make tea.
Oh yeah, that makes me jealous. I want a cup of tea now. I want a cup of tea.
Cristiano's got an instant hot water thing. Cristiano's one you want to talk to. Her instant hot water thing is to die for, literally.
Is Cristiano here?
Eh?
You just push it up on the tap.
Yeah, and but yeah, of course, it's super hot, right? It's, you can have super hot, instant hot water. I don't know how she does it. When she said, "I'm going to make tea," she goes, and suddenly she's back. I'm like, that was quick. But mine takes all day. Mine takes 5 minutes of. Anyway, it's all right. It's all right. We survived. Thank you so much, Cyrus. Your video is amazing. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined us. My friends, please go and buy the book. Please send me confirmation. I'd love to add you to our prize draw. I want you to win that £20 that Paulette's offering today. So, if you need help, contact me, contact Cyrus, contact Jay, contact Paulette, and we'll happily.
Don't ask me for technical help.
She just sent me a message saying, "Talk to that person."
Don't ask for a cup of tea.
Are you going to play us out, Cyrus? I know you got a few songs I didn't get to put on.
Okay. I'm not sure if you can play them, but I'm certainly going to try my best.
Congratulations, Paulette. Another one down. Well done, you.
Thank you.
Hold
Any
on.
more news? Any
Hold on.
news?
Yeah, of course, there's always news.
I wake up to the morning light, nervous butterflies in flight. First day at school, a brand new place. Jelly belly worries I can't erase. Mom says, be brave, but I'm not sure what's behind that classroom door. Walter whispers, stand up tall. You've got this, kid, just give it your all. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong. Even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench, there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. I sit alone, hands in my coat, holding Walter's card like a secret note. Be brave, it says, and be strong too. But my tummy's all gray, no yellow or blue. Then a boy shows up with a grin so wide, says, hi, I'm Henry, can I sit by your side? Watch its crunch and we start to joke. That's the moment the ice finally broke. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong. Even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench, there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. It's okay to feel a little small, like a basketball player afraid to fall. Walter said, put your smile in place. Courage can show on your happy face. And step by step, I start to see I'm not so alone with Henry and me. So I smile, I stand, I walk like I'm strong. Even though I'm wobbly, I play along. On the buddy bench, there's room for two, and maybe I'll find a friend like you. Be brave, stand tall, that's all it takes. Even a shy kid can catch a break. Now I've got Henry and Walter too. Turns out being brave brings something new. First days are tough, but I made it through. And maybe the buddy bench can work for you.
That's truly sweet. No, thank you so much. Whisper Boy, you're a genius. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling me a genius. I've been
a genius.
I've been accused of worse.
An effing genius.
Yeah, you can say that, but you can't type that, right?
There's one more. That's to do with the first book. This next one, which is much shorter than the other one.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back and say sorry. My bad.
No, that's not the one. This is the other one. This one.
My heart goes boom, 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 boom. Can't catch no sleep in this dark room. There's a witch out there on a broom. Zoom, anxiety's high. It's dark, cold, doom and gloom.
Aren't you getting ready?
Scared to death with my mouth cut and dry. Demons on the ceiling making me wanna cry. Absolute nightmare, this ain't no dream. I want my mommy but too scared to scream.
Hello. Just a quick hello from me. Just really wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody for supporting me and Charlotte on this journey. And this is massive to us, and it means the world. And every single person who's pledged to come to the event, every person who's pledged to buy the book, every person who said, yeah, we get it, we understand, we're going to do it for you. Thank you. Thank you for the children. Thank you for believing in me and Charlotte, and thank you for understanding that the money is going to go and help the right people, and the books will help people so much, because anything that's scary to a grown-up is so scary to a child. You can multiply it by X 100, and that's how scary it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that's all I wanted to say. Just a quick listen. I really, really appreciate every one of you and all of you that have helped me and supported me and been part of my journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was all.
No, thank you. No, truly. Thank you, Cyrus. No, as Michelle, as Comfort says, you are super talented. You know, you create this piece of genius. To you, it's nothing, but to the rest of us, it conveys our message, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty.
You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Thanks for being you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's to you, Paulette, especially.
Look, I tell you, when I send that to Charlotte, she is going to bawl her eyes out.
I think that and the charity is saying thank you. I think send those to her for sure. My friends, our time comes to an end. Go, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say thank you for everybody who was buying the book. It's just a little bit of money, but what you're doing is worthy of a mention. I just wanted to say thank you for helping children, and thank you for the receivers of those help, people who actually are the service users through those charities. And at the end of the day, Paulette's normally out of pocket for so is many other people who are involved in this. People are spending their money. So you are buying one book, but these people are spending equivalent of hundreds of them just to make sure when it gets a little bit colder, they're giving them blankets, they're giving them the care packages. So remember, every book that you're buying, it's like you're creating a tiny patch to a big blanket, supporting a community that is homeless, scared, and exposed to elements, really. Snow. I don't know. If you want to understand those kids who are homeless, just this Christmas, stand in the snow, stand outside if it's snowing for 5 minutes, and then times that to 100. That's what their life is like, right? So these books are helping. Thank you for being a part of that help. Thank you so much for being a part of the solution. Thank you. You guys are fantastic, and I love you guys. Thank you. Please go ahead and make your purchase. The book's on Amazon, and it's available for me and you. And I suppose we are doing well, Annie, if I'm not mistaken.
Have you got anything to tell me, Annie?
No, I'm telling no one.
He's holding his cards very close to his chest.
I don't say much until I can. No, we need more buyers. Every purchase counts. In UK, in the US, in Canada, I'm much more interested. Please, if you haven't bought the book, go to the event page and buy the book. $2.99 stateside, £1.49 this side. Please buy the book. Send us confirmation, and I don't rest until.
Paulette, isn't it? He's a tease.
Well, he told us Canada's okay, so we've got one country.
No, Australia is okay.
Oh, Australia. Canada's got to get their finger out.
Canada, US, and UK. But then we need two. But I want all of them. I want a clean sweep, every category across all the countries. I'm sure you can do maths, right? That's the best part. 12 and then more.
We can absolutely do this. We can absolutely do this.
We can. We will. If you can DM someone to say buy the book, please do so.
Guys, if you purchase the book, just put a comment in the put a comment in the chat section and just say I've bought it, I've purchased it, and just leave a note on your LinkedIn and say you've purchased the book, right? Just encourage other people to do it as well. We have 24 hours to achieve this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
Let's do it. You know, we need your help, so please be helpful. Yeah, so I'm going to play us out with one of the people who's received your book, the last book. Yeah, so as I play that, I will end the stream. Thank you all.
Can I just say thank you to everybody? Thank you. I get incredibly emotional because this is so important to me. It's not just about being bestseller and getting a gold badge. It's about showing people that when they get that book in their hands, it means it's special because it's got that gold badge on it. And that gold badge means they're special because they got a book with a badge on it. So that's why it's important to me. I know Annie has his reasons, but for me, it's about that child receiving that and knowing that they have got something of value. It's a book and it's a bestseller, international, but I'm #1. You know, I want to hear those in their minds going, I'm that important that I got this book. So that's why we're doing it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Paulette. You are the star. You and Charlotte tonight for doing.
I'm a dribbling wreck. Go away. Turn it off.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Hi, Paulette. Hi, Charlotte. Just wanted to say thank you for these books. They are going to make welcome additions to Christmas presents we're going to be giving out to our young people this year. So thank you very much for these.
Thank you.